Marlowe had more profound dreams that touched some deep longing. The word Hurleywain, a troop of demons that haunt low places. Hurleywain begat the word Harlequin, which evoked Picasso. See Harlequin with Glass, 1905, or any blue or rose period Harlequin paintings. The totemic embodiment of the life and spirit of Picasso and Apollinaire. This became the mise-en-scène of Marlowe's dreamscape, redolent with exquisite melancholy. He's in some forward time, like an age before he was born, a magic world of grease paint and make-believe. On this night, a private theatrical for an uncommonly select audience. The cast waits in the wings in a sort of dorm, convening on bunk beds. On the floor, a pastry chef spreads a slick of chocolate. Some skate through laughing, making chocolate arabesques in their wake. Poets, dancers, actors, singers, jugglers, all refugees from the Big Thud. What started in Paris now transported whole cloth to the Côte de Banga. Over time, and a few more such dreams, Marlowe became intimate with this magic realm, familiar with the music, the drunken sound of it, a sound of euphoric intoxication. Marlowe had a backstage memory of a ballerina from Petrushka with an Audrey Hepburn grin spitting water in his face when he expected a smooch. The stagehands loved it. Then he heard the rumble, the clack and clatter, the pounding syncopated rhythm as all hushed. His first glimpse of Bunny and Bester. The tapping got louder and louder, like 10 men, 20 men, an infantry, louder and louder, then bam, deafening silence. Even the cynical stagehands were gobsmacked in the presence of greatness. And then came the response from the audience, a slow, deafening thunder that echoed the performers. Marlowe woke. Had his wife been yelling at him to wake up? Had he forgotten to take the trash to the curb the night before? No wife, no one knocking at his door. He said to himself, "We stand on the shoulders of giants. Up close, giants are awesome." 5 dancers in a circle, 5 circles in a dance, and all was spinning, and Marlowe was young again, and there were his lovers and friends spinning like neutrinos, positive to negative to no charge at all. Spinning, and it's May. The chosen one dances to the ancestral trumpet. Satyrs and nymphs cavort in the garden, and there are his spring flowers, and all was spinning. Thank you for everything. I have no complaints whatsoever. And he was spinning, and all was illuminated. But it wasn't May. It was only April, and he was in lockdown, as was everyone. Note on napkin. It came like a thief in the night. We subside into nothingness. Outside Marlowe's studio, the wisteria is blooming. The bees are buzzing. He has to remember to close his mouth when he walks in and out so as not to swallow a bee. April is the cruelest month, breeding lilacs out of the dead land, mixing memory and desire, stirring dull roots with spring rain. In the spirit of T.S. Eliot, Marlowe wrote, "In Venice, the old palace, how charming its gray and pink, perfect for the gray candle end of time. The holy seek solace, the tired seek relief. We dance under a white-ringed carnival moon." Tenuous, a word spoken much in Venice of late. The struggle between light and darkness has broken out. Shuffle the cards, deal the major arcana. "Quick," said the bird, find them, round the corner through the first gate. The roses had the look of flowers that were looked at. Oh, the roses, oh, the spring, those days of ardor were bewildering. But need not be explained, as too soon comes winter. Mr. Boots, speaking of T.S., said, "In his youth quite the smartest of cats, but no longer a terror to mice and rats. For he isn't the cat he was in his prime. T.S. played the big halls, and they gave him 7 cat calls. But T.S. could be a shit. Under the pier were the rats, and under the rats were the Jews." So wrote T.S. Mr. Boots could be unforgiving. T.S. Eliot at the conclusion of Ash Wednesday. "Oh, let my cry come unto thee." Contrast with Lester Bester as court jester in Harum Scarum. Picture a marionette dangling a cigarette reciting T.S. Eliot, and so a pair of ragged claws scuttled across the floor. Mr. Boots asked if he liked cats, thought, "I am a cat," or was Sartre right? Hell is other cats. No, clarified the questioner. Cats, the musical. T-shirt was okay, said Mr. Boots. And what of the greater craftsman, the grand master of love, the grand maestro d'amore? Wrote Ezra Pound, to whom Eliot dedicated The Wasteland. "If any man would be a lover, he may walk on the Scythian coast. No barbarism would go to the extent of doing him harm. The moon will carry his candle. The stars will point out the stumbles. Cupid will carry lighted torches before him and keep mad dogs off his ankles at any hour." Marlowe painted this stanza, took Pound's words to the core of his soul. Was Ezra Pound a good person? No. He was a loon, a traitor, and an anti-Semite. Logos, participation of man in the divine, a unique experience to all. Oh, to laugh. Said Kingsley Amis, "The rewards for being sane may not be very many, but knowing what's funny is one of them." And, as Sam Bunny said, looking to the sky, WWTS, who writes this shit? Said Franco Heron writing, "I don't like rhythm, assonance, all that stuff. You just go on your nerve. If someone's chasing you down the street with a knife, you just run. You don't turn around and shout. Give it up. I was a track star for Mineola Prep." That pretty well describes Marlowe's approach to painting. Marlowe liked the melancholy atmospherics of pre-Raphaelites and late Victorian painters. Rossetti, Waterhouse, Millais, Morris, Burne-Jones, but none painted more theatrically or more moodily than Charles Dickens did in words. Little Dorrit, born and raised in the Marshalsea prison for debtors, where Dickens' father was imprisoned when Dickens was 12. Or Dickens' portrayal of Miss Jenny, the dwarf doll maker, with her friend the old Jew in Our Mutual Friend. The scene of her admiring her work lit up in a shop window. Dickens' scathing portrait of pre-Civil War America in Martin Chuzzlewit. "It is a far, far better thing I do than I have ever done." Whack! Sidney's head in a basket. Apropos of Sidney Carton, let's consider Mr. Boots, modernism, and the post now. Wake the fuck up. Cocktails before lecture. Talk 1. The new imagiste. Words matter. As Mr. Boots put it, words can get you guillotined. Words can slice and dice and cut you twice and thrice. Words can be a club to bludgeon reason brainless. Words can impugn, attack, and stir a guttural reaction. Words can make you gag, make you choke, make you retch. Words in the wrong hands are dangerous. Words can spread plague, evil, lies, mischief, hate. Step up, sucker. Caveat emptor. Buyer beware. You can do anything with words, mean something and the opposite. Words can get you off. Words can get you hung. Words can be quicksand to sink you fast and deep. Pretty words can be obscene. Rosy words can mean anything. Oh, the harm words can bring. Words, words, words. Can't get 10 cents for Wordsworth. How's a poet to eat? But a world without Wordsworth would not be sublime. needed our words to slap us awake. Needed is imagism, precise, plain words to paint a moment in time. The new imagiste. We are the slap. You are the cheek. To reiterate, says Mr. Boots, wake the fuck up.